Hey guys, this is Little Queen. You can call me Kim. Welcome to the very first blog for Universal Heart Blog. This is going to be our first official post talking about what's going on with everybody in the band and former members as well. We're even going to touch on some of the tribute artists. I want to jump right on into it because we have a bunch of stuff that we have to cover. So a lot of stuff that I want to get to. So, like, first of all, an insane 2012 the band had. It was incredible with the release of the Strange Euphoria box set. That was pretty awesome. The new studio album, Fanatic, a book, Kicking and Dreaming by Charles Cross, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. God, what else? Oh, and of course, topped off by the induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yay! Finally! Now I'm only 38 years old, but like I don't know how this band even keeps going. I get worn out just mopping my floors. But nonetheless, the band they've been touring around the east side of the United States a little bit, including that glorious stop at the Kennedy Center Honors, where Anne actually appeared to have made Robert Plant cry. I mean, how beautiful was that? Um, you know, the Stairway to Heaven performance that's available on iTunes right now. And, last time I checked, it was number 4 on iTunes. I'm not sure where it is now, but, it's pretty much shot off of iTunes with a bang. So that's pretty cool. More recently, they played a couple of shows in Jersey, the Bergen Performing Arts Center in Englewood and the Mayo Performing Arts Center in Morristown. Both of those shows got rave reviews by the local press, and no surprise there. And then it looks like Canada is going to be the lucky ones to get to embrace Anne and Nancy all through the entire month of March. They're kicking off in Penticton, BC, at the South Okanagan Events Center on March 9th and ending on March 25th at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. They're even going to hit the Canadian Music Fest, which is going to be held in Toronto, Ontario, on March 21st. So that should be a great time. After that, they're going to be heading back to the States for April. They've got a couple of shows in Nevada, one on April 5th in Henderson at the Green Valley Ranch Resort and Spa. And then the other one is the very next night at Laughlin's Aquarius Casino and Resort. And as many of us already know, that will lead us right into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which is taking place at the Nokia Theater in Los Angeles on April 18th. Soundgarden's Chris Cornell gets the honor of doing the induction. Lucky guy. So that's about all I have for Anne and Nancy and the current lineup, what's going on with them right at the moment. Let's talk about Heart by Heart. Heart by Heart was started by Steve Fossen and Michael DeRosier, and then it also includes Summer Masek. Summer is a former Heart tribute band singer for a tribute band that used to be called Straight On. The band disbanded some time ago, and Summer and Steve played together for a few years before creating Heart by Heart. So they've got Summer Masek on vocals. She's fantastic. She's one of the very few that can sing alone and sing it right. There's also another former Heart tribute band player in there. That's Randy Hansen. He's Seattle's best Jimi Hendrix tribute artist. There's also Andy Baldwin. He's formerly of the classic rock band Rail. So the band has a pretty cool lineup, I think. They've been slowly gaining a pretty steady following all around Seattle and branching out to various music festivals last summer. So what they've got coming up right now is they'll be giving a performance in Aberdeen, Washington at the D&R Theater, and that'll be on Valentine's Day. So check that out on their Facebook page, Heart by Heart. Look them up on Facebook. The event should be posted there right on their wall, so all the details are there, how to get tickets and everything. Roger Fisher. He's going to be holding his annual birthday bash on February 16th at the Big Picture movie theater in Redmond, Washington. Now, if you've ever been to one of Roger's parties, I've been to one of them, and they're fun. They're a lot of fun. It'll be featuring the Roger Fisher Band and some special guest artists as well. Um, Pretty well-known players around the Seattle music scene that have played with him quite often. They all get together and they do a great big jam, and there's cake, and it's a good time. So at the event, he'll be previewing more of his upcoming album, All Told. And then he also has a gig at the Hawthorne in Snohomish, Washington on March 1st. So again, Roger Fisher's birthday bash at the Big Picture Movie Theater in Redmond, Washington, February 16th. And then again at the Hawthorne in Snohomish, Washington, March 1st. Howard Leese. Howie! He'll be making a guest appearance on the new Heaven and Earth album, which is entitled Dig. That is actually set for release on April 23rd. For those of you that don't know yet, or, need a quick reminder about where Howard is, he's been playing with Bad Company and the Paul Rogers Band for the last few years, and it looks like he's having a really good time doing that. That keeps him pretty busy. Craig Bartok. He has been promoting his solo CD, which is called U, just the letter U, capitalized. And it's actually available on iTunes. He's apparently playing all of the instruments for this album. From what I understand, the tone is very unheart in that he calls it more of a synth kind of pop album. I've only heard bits and pieces of the album, so, if you leave a comment, if you have heard it, let us know what you guys think of it if you've had a chance to check it out. Christian Attard, he was Heart's bass player for a few years, up until last year. I believe he started in 2009, leaving in 2012. But he's been pretty busy lately with his current project. His current band is called Color Star, and they are based out of Australia. They just gave their first live show on January 11th, and they have another gig coming up on February 23rd. I actually follow their Facebook page, which is where all the details of their gigs can be found. If you do go ahead and look them up, it's Color Star. It's all one word, but there's 2 R's at the end. Some of the Heart tribute bands are staying pretty busy as well. We have Seattle's own Heartless. They'll be at Jazz Bones in Tacoma, Washington, February 9th. They play there pretty often, and they've actually become a house favorite among the live music seekers all around the area. They're actually so good that Roger Fisher has been known to perform with them on many occasions. Another tribute band closer to the East Coast, that's All Heart. They've got a gig in New Britain, Connecticut on April 27th at Trinity on Main. I've checked this band out. They're actually pretty good. I have spoken quite often to their lead singer, Kathy Quenneville. Very nice person. She's also right up there with Summer Masek, in my opinion, in as far as being able to nail a Heart song pretty closely to the original. I want to get back to talking a little bit about the Hall of Fame ceremony, because I'm just curious, how many of you out there really tried to get tickets only to get shut out when the gates opened on Ticketmaster's website? I was one of them. From what I found out, at least one person was selling the fan club pre-sale password on eBay. Boo. Somehow, the $75 and $100 tickets seem to have all been gone before, those of us who waited and tried to do things correctly even got a chance to try and purchase them. So that really was disappointing for a lot of us. From what I'm understanding, the people that got those tickets, they turned around and they sold them all at inflated prices on websites like StubHub and eBay. From what I understand, StubHub and eBay are actually owned by the same people, so go figure. However, nonetheless, many of the heartmongers, when we started posting about this on the various Facebook platforms, many mongers got together and collectively reported anyone that they could find on eBay that was selling the password to get those password auctions shut down. And I'm told that they were actually quite successful. So, yay! Excuse me. So anyway, even though some of us aren't going to be able to attend this event, at least HBO will air the show on May 18th. And the Rock Hall has been known to put a lot of their induction ceremonies on DVD. So hopefully, you know, one way or another, we'll all get to see it nonetheless. So that about wraps up today's vlog. I want you to feel free to leave a comment, start a discussion, or even, just let me know if you've got a topic you'd like me to cover in the future. You can also email the Universal Heart blog at universalheartblog@gmail.com. And so until next time, keep on rocking. Bye.